Hello and welcome back to my channel. Teacher Amanda here, and today I want to talk to you about courseware. Now, some people might be sitting there going, courseware, what is that? So as you may have heard in my channels before, you do not have to plan lesson plans, which is one of the big perks for working for DadaABC.com. Now, what you have instead is called courseware. Courseware are pre-planned lessons for you to teach. They take you through step by step through different kinds of textbooks and lessons in order to teach your students English in a way that's exciting and engaging for them. Now, as I've looked into other companies, I have found that there's some issues with courseware across the board. However, DadaABC.com seems to have addressed them all in picking their courseware. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was quality. DadaABC.com has quality courseware. That means that it has minimal errors. You might run across, letters switched once in a while like you would in any textbook. But it is super quality. The students love learning it. It's very engaging to them, which brings me to number 2. The text in the courseware and the information in the courseware is engaging for students. It's exciting. There's interaction in it. There's talking. It's very easy for you to use the courseware. Number 3 is it is relevant. Now, some courseware that I came across when doing some research when I was wanting to work for ESL companies was that the courseware that some places were using was not very relevant. It wasn't relevant to me. It wasn't relevant to my students. It probably wasn't relevant to my parents. Okay, so having relevant courseware is important. Having maps that are accurate is important. Having curriculum that is engaging is super important for you. The other thing is it's rigorous. I looked at courseware for a lot of different companies, and rigorous courseware is so important. If students are bored, they are not going to want to be in your class online, or if you work in an actual classroom, they're not going to want to be there either. And that's when behavior problems start coming up in your class. So it's really exciting to tell you that they have very rigorous courseware. It's not too easy, but it's not frustrational either. You don't want courseware that's too hard where a student's becoming frustrated. Now, that brings me to my next point, which is it's expandable and flexible. You want courseware that's expandable and flexible. So if I happen to get a student that is working on courseware and it seems to be too hard for them, the courseware is a lot of times very easy to kick it back a notch. So I might be teaching a student about dogs. Just always dogs, isn't it? I'm teaching them about dogs. Now, maybe there's 3 or 4 dogs on the page, and they're supposed to be working on numbers. And I'm like, how many dogs do you have? It's very easy for me to take my mouse if they can't tell me, oh, I see 4 dogs. It's very easy for me to take my pen and say, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. How many dogs do you see? So now you've just reinforced all of that. You've retaught it. You're able to engage them. And that's great with courseware, being able to be expandable and flexible. Now, there's always the opposite problem. If I have a student who is an overachiever and is already reviewed what we're going to be learning today, and they already really get it. So there's that student too, and it's expandable. Maybe your student knows that there's 4 dogs. Then I might expand it and say, what color are the dogs? How many brown dogs are there? How many yellow dogs are there? So then you get, I see 3 yellow dogs and 1 brown dog. So it's very nice to be able to expand and also to pull it back a notch if your students are struggling. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about, of course, is partners. And I think this is the biggest part that makes DadaABC.com so successful, is they have such amazing partnerships with great companies out there. So stick tight. I'm going to show you some pictures and talk to you about some different companies. One of DadaABC.com's partners is Pearson Books, which is actually pretty impressive if you know their history. Pearson Books creates the courseware Longman Express. Now, Longman was a company that was created in 1724 by Thomas Longman, and they published the first English dictionary in 1755. That's a lot of experience. In 1958, they opened their office in Hong Kong, and by 1968, they were acquired by Pearson Books. Now, this led on to 1982 when they published their first secondary English textbook. So they've been doing this for a while, and they understand what students need when learning English. Another great company that DadaABC.com has partnered with is Penguin Random House. This company created the Step Into Reading books. Two of the books that I've taught that I absolutely love teaching for them is All Stuck Up with Briar Rabbit and Briar Fox. It's just an adorable book. I love teaching that one. And then the one I actually taught tonight is called A Dollar for a Penny, and it was so cute and so exciting, and my student really got into it. So these books are exciting and relevant, and you can ask tons of questions about these books, and students adore them. National Geographic Learning is another partner that DadaABC.com has. This reputable company has been around since 1888 and has been bringing geography, social studies, and science to life. This is one of Dada's newest partners this year, and they are already doing amazing things together. Their courseware is some of my favorite courseware to teach. Here are just a couple of the coursewares that I've actually taught already that my students absolutely loved. One of them that I'm going to show you is Staying Alive. I'm just going to kind of show you the kind of pictures that you get to see in the courseware. This is an amazing snake. Check this thing out. And it has some information to start conversations with your students. And they give us a big question to ask. Now, also there is Creature Features. Creature Features is another great one. It's the one that I'm actually working on with my students right now. It's super fun. It talks about adaptations and ways that animals survive, and it leads kids to ask questions. You can go over colors, you can ask questions about texture and how things look and descriptive words and using precise language and using adjectives to describe things and adverbs to talk about how something does something. So it really covers just the whole array of the English language, and it is phenomenal to watch your students grow with this. Just great courseware. I cannot say enough good things about this one. The final partner that I want to talk about today is Highlights Magazine for Kids. Now, this is another partner that DadaABC.com acquired this year, and I am so happy they did. I want you to focus on the catchphrase on this picture here. It says, "Fun with a purpose." I don't know about everyone out there, but I received Highlights magazines as a kid. I begged my parents to get it for me. I would run to the mailbox every single day to see if the new one had come yet. It was so exciting and so fun, and I never knew I was learning. The aim of partnering with Highlights is to make sure that kids are having fun when they're learning English. Learning a new language is difficult at times, and it can get frustrating, but when you have amazing, fun courseware, it makes our job easier and more exciting, and it makes it better for our students, and they learn so much better. And that is what makes DadaABC.com's courseware so amazing. Again, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking my channel and following me. It's been so exciting getting to know everybody. As always, you can always use my referral link down below. I'm going to put some more exciting information down there this time, like our Facebook page for our new rookies coming in, and just some information that might be really helpful to you as you go on through your process of applying for DadaABC.com. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.